Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4. Last time, after saying goodbye to all of our friends, we realized that there's one last inconsistency in the case. A question that hasn't been solved yet. There seems to be some kind of conductor. My bad. Connecting all the events of the game. And the main mystery left is that, how did the main character, Adachi, and Namatame obtain their power before their persona awakened?
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor?
And someone seems to have told Adachi about the Midnight Channel upon Adachi first arriving in Inaba.
Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head.
Well, Chie, you struck gold again.
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
The power to enter TVs, where everything about this case started. You learned about the Midnight Channel from Chie a few days after coming to this town when she told you the rumor. But Adachi and Namatame heard about the Midnight Channel from someone immediately after coming to this town. When you think back, you feel as if something happened to you as well upon your arrival here. Well, there is something that did happen upon us first entering Inaba.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows? So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning, so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Who could have given you this initial spark for this power? The one you met immediately after coming to the town was, well, my Uncle Dojima. In any case, you need to see them and confirm the truth. And thus, we have one final investigation in this game. We have to go see Dojima and Nanako to start. Both of them happen to be in the Samigawa floodplain. And they are in the riverbed, just chillax and max and relax, all cool, and shooting b-ball outside the school. Hello, Dojima.
Hey.
I want to talk to you real quick.
Yeah?
You asked Dojima about the first day you arrived in town.
What's wrong?
I don't know, Dojima. Something about that story seems a little odd.
Hey, big bro?
That's right. We stopped at a gas station at the very beginning of the game, and Nanako did use the bathroom. When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
Wow.
That's right, there was a gas station attendant that we talked to at the very beginning of the game. Had a weird voice. Said something about a part-time job. I looked sick. Yeah, something... After talking to the attendant, we did get sick. That's right. That attendant might be very important.
I see.
I understand, Dojima. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay, the first place you stopped when you came to town was the gas station. Maybe something there will jog your memory. Alright, so let's head to the Central Shopping District. That's where the gas station is. Well, here's the gas station, but there's nobody here. Let's take a look around. You know, there is one person we haven't said goodbye to yet. And that would be Igor.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
Well, I could use some help with my math homework. I wanted to thank you again.
My, what a well-mannered young man. We are most obliged to your kindness. But there is no need to show such consideration. We are here to serve you. Or, is there something on your mind that led you here subconsciously? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
Margaret sees something?
Ah, this is a surprise.
Sorry about that. And some frames dropping issues. Anyway.
These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Obtained Orb of Sight.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
It began raining. Well, Igor said go to the place where everything began. Everything began at the gas station. And sure enough, the attendant is here. Let's talk to him. Hi there, do you need something? Isn't this where I first... First? What are you talking about? Oh, is this about the part-time job? I'm sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Do you know Namatame? Ah, the serial murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? But the case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Huh. Something else I can help you with? Have you met those two? Well, that's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but I might have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. Well, it's not like I knew them personally. If you've got nothing else, you mind leaving me alone? Oh, you still need something. Hey, I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? Did you do anything to them? Huh? To those two? Ah, that's right. I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I greeted them, saying, "Welcome to Inaba." But that's all. Just that. Heh, what about it? What did you do to me? What did I do? Don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to town. I did the same thing as what I did to those two. I greeted you, that's all, remember? We talked for a couple minutes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Why all these questions? Is there something that's bothering you about the time we first met? Did you give me the power? Oh my god. What? What? The gas station attendant?
So the last battle wasn't enough for you? You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
What do you mean?
I saw the potential you had within you. Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
The handshake. You felt an extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you.
Adachi and Namatame.
A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?